Well, speaking of holidays, we get a gift here with Jalin Turner. I'm telling you, jumping in against Bobby Green. I immediately went to the stats. Usually I don't peek, but this one I'm like, I got to see. This is a different matchup than Dan Hooker, and these guys are pretty close in the stats. I had a good time doing this prediction. So let's get into it right now. In the lightweight division, your co-main event. You got a co-main event and main event lightweight division. You got to love it. Jalin Turner, a.k.a. the Tarantula, steps in on short notice. He's 13-7, taking on King Bobby Green, who comes in at 31-14. Now, Turner, favorite, even though he's taking a fight on short notice. He's 5 inches taller. It's 6'3". Then Bobby Green, it's like that for every fight he's in. He's just 28, right, entering his prime. Bobby Green, 37. Jalin Turner, 6-inch reach advantage, 77-71. He stands left-handed. Bobby Green stands right-handed. These guys are both active, right? Bobby Green, 6.2 significant strikes per minute. Jalin Turner, 5.9. Both guys well above average. Bobby Green can land like a takedown every 3 rounds. So can Jalin Turner. So what's a takedown defense? Jalin Turner stops 3 out of 4 at 75%. Bobby Green, 74%. This is a great matchup, probably better than the Dan Hooker matchup, just being honest. Jalin Turner now has struggled in the last 2 fights. When I say struggle, I mean he just happened to lose them. So maybe struggle is not the best word. Lost them both by split decision. Dan Hooker, 125-100 in significant strikes on him. Matoush had 4 takedowns on him. Jalin Turner led 40-29 in significant strikes. I thought Jalin Turner, in fact, won both of those fights. He was close. It was close enough for him to win. He just got the loss. For that, he was on a 5-fight win streak over Uros Medic, good fighter. Jamie Malarkey, good fighter. Brad Riddell, good fighter. 5 straight wins by finish before those 2 losses. So, don't count him out. You already know what Bobby Green can do. Beat Grant Dawson by KO. Submitted Tony Ferguson. That's hard to do. He had a no contest against Jared Gordon. But he did lose to Drew Dober by KO and Islam Makhachev by KO. And the Drew Dober one was probably as a result of the Islam fight, even though it was like 10 months later. It's very hard to come back after like a KO, TKO type finish when you just get dominated. It really makes you second guess, and the next fight it shows. But Bobby Green is a worthy opponent. He's back. He's getting better. 37. He's slowing down, but he's not slowing down a lot just yet. He's still, he's out of that prime window, but he's still very animated, has a lot of energy, good on the feet. Again, over 6 significant strikes per minute, but I can't go against Jalin Turner. Jalin Turner is hitting that peak age. The next 4 or 5 years are going to be very telling. This is not a fight you can afford to lose and have to spend, a year getting back up to where you were at. So Jalin Turner's got to win this fight. After winning 5 in a row, he dropped 2 in a row. He'll get back in the win column. But Bobby Green is no joke. So look for this. Just be wary of the KO punches. But Jalin Turner's a favorite for a reason. I think in this situation, he's just going to look more experienced and win in all facets, whatever way it must go. But both guys, great takedown defense. So can Jalin Turner keep the distance and strike with Bobby Green? I think he does. To get the win, move to 14-7, likely by decision. Look for both guys to be well over 100 significant strikes here. Lightweight division, UFC Austin. Yeah, I like this fight so much, I didn't even want to give the prediction. I just wanted to keep talking. I like both of these guys. I like Jalin Turner and King Bobby Green. The Tarantula versus the King. I love it. But you got to go with Jalin Turner. The guy was on a 5-fight win streak, dropped 2 tough fights by split decision. He could have easily got 1, if not both of those. Instead, they both go against him. But he's just 28 years old. That's the key. And that's why I'm predicting him to win. And that's why I'm also rooting for him, because he's the younger guy. He's got to have a good year or 2 and get the opportunity to continue moving up the ranks, get another big fight. And he's going to win a big one and get near the top 5 eventually. It's going to happen.
He's gon' fight, wait, he's gon' fight, wait. Hold your breath till the end of the night. Last fighter call, UFC at its height. Yeah. Bringing that thunder with all his might. Saying, step up, wanna fight? Hold up, think twice. Gladiator, assassin, reckless, no abandon. Walk through that cage, he'll leave your ass stranded. Wake up, hey, where you at? Hey, got hit in the head with a baseball bat.